halocigs.com.
Hey guys, we're here to talk about the new Triton Tank System Starter Kit review. It arrived in the same tastefully designed satin black hinged case that the new G6 currently comes in. It's nicely padded for storage comfort and box protection. You can see the shiny logo across the top that seems to glimmer depending on where the light source comes from. Let's take a peek at what Halo has in store for us, shall we? Let me start out by saying what a great job they have done with laying out their products in such a nice manner. You've got this black satin mold that everything fits into just perfectly. They include 2 batteries and clearomizers, along with a cone, a USB charger, and a wall charger. All at the reach of your finger and easily concealed when needed. These 650 mAh batteries command respect with their elegantly coated exterior and solid grip. My first impression of these Triton clearomizers, or Triton tanks as Halo refers to them, was how well crafted they are. A very high quality build, and absolutely no leakage problems during the time that I took to test them out. Machined metal parts that provide an excellent seal. I would not have any concerns with this Triton tank leaking at any point. These are built in a way that are meant to be filled from atop. So if you screw this drip tip off, which I can do real quick for you, you can just put a little dripper right around this top coil and fill it up to however much you want. Now these clearomizers hold just about 2.5 milliliters of liquid, which is definitely a nice amount for any single sitting. I mean, that's more than I would smoke in any one sitting for sure. Everyone's different, of course, but this is a solid size tank. Quite a lot more than the G6, which only holds about a milliliter. So this is 2.5 times that. But anyway, you can fill it up right through there, and you just screw it right back on, and you're ready to pop it on the battery, and you're off. In terms of the style of refilling, another good thing about that is some other companies refill their Clearos from the bottom, which some people do prefer, but I prefer this for sure. And the reason because of that is because it minimizes the chance of any leaking into the battery itself. Now that being said, I have yet to see any type of leakage whatsoever on this specific model, but there's no harm in being extra safe. So knowing that it comes on top, gets refilled on top, you're basically in the clear zone, the green zone, as they say. So I'm going to pop this thing right back on. Before I continue, this top coil is replaceable on their website. You can order it directly from them. Once this burns out, which it eventually will do after enough usages, you just screw this right off, and the wicks are also attached to them, which they may not be that easy to see. Let me see if it's in focus. It should be in decent amount of focus. These wicks right here, which basically draw the e-liquid up into the coil, are connected to the coil itself. So when you replace the coil, you're basically replacing the wicks as well, and they all come as one. And this external shell, which is, as I was saying, built very well, you can hold on to, and doesn't really need to be replaced, which is good. It's not a waste of material. You can reuse it, and as long as you treat it well and don't throw it against the wall, it should last you a good long time. So I'm going to screw this top drip tip right back on here, and show you how easy it is to pop right onto that battery. Screws right on. Now, in order to activate this guy, you have to press the button, the activator button, 5 times to start it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At that point, You can tell it's on because when you press it, it lights up, and you can clearly hear the sound of the e-liquid getting heated up. Now, in terms of size, it fits pretty nicely in the hand. It's not too big, not too small. It still kind of has that low-profile feel to it, as I'm sure if for those more experienced users, I'm sure you've seen quite large different products that are very, very large. This is kind of an in-between, a small, compact like a G6 and something a little more serious, which is nice. So this is a good step up if you're looking to kind of take your game to the next level and try something a little bit more serious in the e-cigarette vaping world. It holds more liquid and is a solid product. They come in, I think, something like 7 or 9 different colors, which are all available right through their website. So the black is called Jet Black, and the blue is called Midnight Blue. I thought those were good choices. Now, let's step into this next section here I wanted to talk about real quick. One thing that's cool about the way they design these is the fittings on these Triton tanks will actually connect to a G6 cartomizer. So I'm going to grab one for you and show you how that works. So this is a typical G6 cartomizer, and you can actually put that right on to your Triton tank and use it like that. Now, this is the part where I got a little confused in terms of their design. So they include these cones along with their kits, right? Here's the cone. Comes in the top left corner of the kit. Now you can pop this cone on, which only fits over the cartomizer. It does not fit over the clearomizer that comes with their Triton tank. And it fits over the cartomizer that comes with your G6. So if you were to put that on there, like so, they sent me a black one because it matches the black battery here. But anyway, so if you were to put that on, it kind of basically adds a little aesthetic appeal to it in an interesting manner. However, I feel like it could have been engineered a little bit better. It leaves a very small tip here to actually inhale from, and if you cover the hole here, there's a slight gap right here around the rim where the cone comes around the cartomizer. If you cover that with your mouth while you're inhaling, you actually won't be able to pull any smoke through or vapor through, because that's where it actually takes the air from and then sucks it through the actual cartomizer and brings it right back up through the center here. So you have to make sure that when you're inhaling, you're just sucking on the tip here, right here. And for that reason, I actually prefer to just leave the cone off entirely when I ever do decide to use the G6 cartomizer on this thing. The only reason why I would do that is because it actually does provide an even slimmer profile, which is kind of nice. And of course, if you wanted that super slim, then you would just pop this on an actual G6. But in terms of the cone, I feel like it was kind of an unnecessary addition to it. If I were to make any suggestions to them, I would say maybe possibly making a cone that fits over the actual Triton tank clearomizer. Might be a little extra bulky, which is probably why they didn't do it. But other than that, I don't really see the point of it. But overall, I'd say that the clearomizer that fits on here, as it is, looks very nice on the piece. It's a solid product. As I said before, definitely built well. And that's probably the most important part of it all. Typically speaking, I can pretty much use these for the entire day with the amount of battery power that they provide, which is an excellent way to go if you're at home or even out on the go, whether you keep this thing in your car on your way to work and on the way back, and even throughout the day in the office if you work in a place that allows that kind of thing. These are products that are becoming more respected and understood in the professional world, and having something that can last a little longer throughout that day is definitely something that I think people would appreciate. if you get more into vaping on using e-cigarette products. I highly endorse this product. They're beautiful and high quality. It really depends on what you're looking for. As far as the G6 goes, there is a time and a place for it. If I go out to a bar, if I go, if I'm in a public area that may be a little bit more, I guess, judgmental, the G6 is a perfect way to go. If I'm pretty much anywhere else, I would love to have one of these on me. So I'm happy to say that this is a product I'm going to be standing by for as long as it will last me. Now let's move on to the next section of this interview, and we'll talk about the performance. All right, we'll be right back. All right, welcome to the Halo Triton Tank review. Over the last 2 weeks, I have given this unit a in-depth trial, and right off the bat, I just got to let you guys know that this is a superior product on the e-cigarette market today. The battery life is excellent. It'll easily last you into the second day, which is a lot to say for something that is designed at such a small scale. This unit can easily fit into your pocket and be pulled out at a moment's notice, and it won't attract unnecessary attention. If someone happens to take a look at it or get a chance to see it, it does evoke somewhat of an elegant presence, and it's not intimidating, so to speak. If you've seen some of these other products on the market that just look ridiculous, I mean, whether they're tall or just super fat, I mean, it's crazy. It's not something that I personally, a lot of these things are not things that I would like to bring around with me, but as far as this goes, I really wouldn't mind. And it's nice to know that it really will give you that quality of performance, while at the same time lasting you throughout as long as you'll need it. Let me give you a quick show of how it performs. Halo's known for good vapor production, but I've noticed that with this unit, it actually produces more so than I've seen on previous products. The G6, for example, is excellent, but this really ramps it up to a new level in terms of vapor as well as taste. It may have something to do with the combination of the claramizer as well, no polyfill, which doesn't affect the taste, doesn't add any other kind of variables they're taking out. It's just directly the liquid to the atomizer. I gotta admit, I like it. Let's do that one more time. Really can't go wrong with that. Solid vapor production every time. Right now I'm using Halo's Malibu, which is a variation of one of their tobacco blends. Little coconut, little pineapple possibly. Real quick, I just wanted to go over, highly recommend their juices. Real quick, I just wanted to go over the color options, which I briefly went over in the first segment. I was wrong about the amount of colors. There are actually 11 available, which you can see on the left here. Everything from titanium to electric lime. So pretty solid in terms of customized abilities, customized options. Most companies don't really bother to go into that much detail in terms of giving the buyer or consumer a choice of really personalizing to this degree. If anyone has any questions about this product, please feel free to leave them below. And I look forward to doing some more product reviews from Halo. and as well as some of their e-liquid reviews. So stay tuned. I hope this sheds some light on the Triton Tank System. Very well designed, high grade materials, durable, and most importantly it will last you on a single charge easily 2 days, or at least into the second, which is very good. I mean, just look at the size right there. Fits right in your hand. Alright, well, happy vaping guys, and look forward to doing more videos. Take care.